Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Hello.
You all understand English?
Yep.
Yes. Great. We have a really terrible translator with us.
Alors, c'est le distributeur de films, juste pour le défendre.
Actually, this gentleman over here, Manuel Sheik, is responsible, together with Celine Petit, who is over there down there, she's so little, to basically have introduced me to the French public. So I think we should give them a round of applause, because without them, France wouldn't have me, which would be very, very sad. So we're here to introduce our Cannes winner, mentally at least.
Nous sommes ici pour vous présenter la Palme d'Or.
We all know who the real winner is.
Maintenant, vous avez deviné qui était le vrai gagnant.
And so we're going to have a contest, because we felt it was more interesting to take 2 questions before the movie begins, and there's going to be a little gift for the best question, but it has to be 2 women asking the question.
Donc, vous avez probablement compris, on voulait organiser un petit concours rapide, parce que j'ai un CD de la BO dans ma poche arrière. Et donc, on voulait 2 questions, des questions de femmes uniquement, et la meilleure question recevra le fameux CD.
So, but we can reject the questions, so they have to be really, really good, and not about our personal lives, please. Yes, thank you. Okay, so now, I guess before we get into that part of our act tonight, because we're here to entertain you, I should say that you are standing in front, or you're sitting, and Elle is standing. She is the 16-year-old girl version of me. And that is the greatest thing I've ever seen in my life. So, and working with Elle Fanning was probably the greatest experience I ever had as a director. And I just want to say that in front of everyone so you can hear it again. But it was truly a wonderful experience. And it was great having a prom night in Cannes with you. So, Elle, why don't you say something interesting now?
Thank you, Nick. And I would say that I've never worked with a director this closely before and this intensely, and it was such a team effort in it, and in such a creative space. I felt like I was kind of free to just really go with my instincts, and playing Jessie, it was fun to play bad, I think.
And with the intention, what you're going to see tonight is a combination of our movie that we wanted to make a teenage horror film, we wanted to make a melodrama, we wanted to make it a glitter movie, we wanted to make it a comedy, we wanted to make it campy, we wanted to make it science fiction-like, trippy, colorful, strangely dangerous, and just everything that's beautiful in vulgarity. So it was the perfect representation of the Cannes Film Festival. The soundtrack just released today. There'll be vinyls in a couple of weeks, but this is the first official release of the soundtrack. So the best question will win this soundtrack and a night with Manuel Sheik as an extra bonus. Including his wife.
Bonsoir. Bonsoir Nicolas. Abordez-vous le thème de Faust dans votre film?
Sorry, disregard. Another question. We got another one over there. We got a blonde one. We got a blonde one. Very, very aggressive. Oh,
Hi.
you stole the microphone.
Sorry. Hi. What's the most enjoyable part of a I mean, I don't know. I haven't seen the film yet, but I know there may be some blood in there. So, what's the most enjoyable blood kind of thing to film in all the movies you've made?
Rejected. The blonde one is very aggressive.
Bonsoir, je vais parler en français. Je voulais savoir en fait, parce que j'ai vu le film à Cannes, j'ai beaucoup aimé la bande-annonce. La musique est extraordinaire, on se croirait dans des clubs vers du mois. Et je voulais savoir en fait comment vous est venue l'idée d'un film en fait qui allie thriller, érotisme et gore, si je peux me permettre comme ça. Merci.
All right, that's fair enough. Yeah, all right, I'm going to. Well, I think that I always wanted to make a teenage horror film, and I wasn't born beautiful, but my wife was. So, in a way, it's very much about what it would be like fantasizing to be beautiful and setting in the world of entertainment was just a great backdrop. But again, the only one who could play the lead, and therefore the only way to make the movie work, was Elle Fanning. Welcome. Let's get another question. Another one?
Yeah.
J'arrive.
Really think hard.
You once said that art needs to. You once said that art needs to penetrate. So I need to ask if this one gonna penetrate my mind.
What did you say?
You said that art is needs to penetrate or something like that. So this one is gonna penetrate my mind or what?
Why don't Elle Fanning answer that?
Wow. Well, I think that those of you who have not seen it yet, I think it's going to shock you. And there is a scene that I have with Keanu Reeves involving a knife, which penetrates me. You'll figure that out. That was one of my favorite scenes to film, actually. But I think that I think that your mind's definitely going to be a little twisted, and you're going to be thinking about it afterwards, for sure.
Wow. Okay, so that was 2 good ones. Let's get a third one. Let's get one more. Really think about it, ladies. Of course. Sorry, you got.
J'aimerais savoir ce qui vous pousse à chaque fois à pousser plus l'esthétisme de vos films, puisqu'on voit bien le contraste entre le début de vos premiers films et maintenant.
Faut poser des questions fun, les gens, quand même.
Well, I guess I started making films trying to capture authenticity, and I quickly realized that I ran out of options, because after the drugs was real and the violence was real and everything was real, it was essentially never real enough. So I started more about fantasizing what I would like to see, and I started making heightened reality, which I feel much more enjoyment in working with them. So we'll see what will come in the future.
Merci.
So now we're going to get to the final decision, and I think Elle, you decide who should get the soundtrack.
I decide?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's very French of you.
I think that I'm going to go with the penetration one.
Wow!
We have not heard that one at all. We've been going to different countries and they've asked a lot of questions and that one was unique, so.
Congratulations!
Nicolas, Elle, merci beaucoup. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Vous pouvez vraiment